guys, and welcome back to my channel. You already know the vibes. If you're new, drop a comment down below and let me know where you're coming from. If you're a returning sub, then you know I see you. And I mean, like, share, tag a friend, you know, I'm always welcoming new people into the family. So yeah, it's Friday. I know I've been lacking. It's been a tough time. Even like today, you know, I've got a bit of a heavy heart, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm in one of those moods where I need cheering up. So it's time to cook. You guys already know that when I'm down, even when I'm not down, I'm happy and I'm just, you know, I want to get into the kitchen and get cooking. So we're gonna make something a little bit unhealthy, but I don't care. We're gonna make something good today. We're gonna make some beef and cheese quesadillas. Something quick, easy, you know, it's not much to it. You can probably get it cooked in about 20 minutes. So, you know, Friday vibes. Let's get straight into it. Ingredients list will always be in the description down below. Also, make sure you're following me on all my socials. Chanell A. Wallace on TikTok and Food with Chanell on everything else, basically. So Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Oh, and I'm building up my Snapchat, so follow me on Snapchat as well, Chanell A. Wallace, I'm sure it is, but I'll leave the link down below anyway. But just like, subscribe, do all that jazz and follow me along, and let's get cooking. So this is everything I will be using today. As I said, everything will go in the description, so don't worry about catching it now. In the bowl, we have got 500 grams of beef mince, lean beef mince, so that you don't need to be straining off all the oil. Remember, quick things. And then we've got 1 small onion chopped into little cubes, some passata, and then all our dry seasonings along with some ketchup, sriracha, and I'm going to add a little bit of hot sauce as well. And then of course our cheese and our wraps. And then I got this thing from Amazon. Well, I got 2 in the pack, so I'm hoping I'll be able to serve it in this. But to be fair, this is more a tacos vibe, and this isn't really tacos, it's quesadillas, which are going to be flat, so we'll see if I use this. But for now, let's season up the mince. Like I said before, we've got 500 grams of lean beef mince and 1 small onion chopped in the bowl. Now, some people season before, some people season in the pan. I like to season in the bowl beforehand. And I also forgot, I'm going to add some of my trusty Maggi Liquid Seasoning because it's my favourite. So I'm gonna go, can't talk today. We're going to go in with that first. About 2 tablespoons of that. We're going to add some garlic granules as well. It's going to be about 1.5 teaspoons of that because I haven't put in any fresh garlic. Then we're going to add some ground paprika. That's going to be about 1 teaspoon as well. Then we're going to add some all-purpose seasoning. Teaspoon of that. Then we're going to add some ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of that also. Now we're going to add some fajita seasoning. This is the only brand that I've used, but I know there's probably other brands out there. Doesn't really matter, but this is the one that I use, the Schwartz one. So we're going to add a 3/4 teaspoon of that. Then some oregano. I'm gonna add, oh, well, that kind of came out quickly. That was about 1/2 teaspoon, but I want it about 3/4 teaspoon. We've got some dried parsley. How much do I want of this? Let's put in 1/2 teaspoon of this. And then for now, this is what we've got. So we're not going to add in our like ketchup and sauces yet. That's for when it's in the pan. So I just realized the whole time that you guys probably didn't see me seasoning up the meat. Hopefully you did. Hopefully you did. So let me just get this mixed up and make sure you mix it in with the onions as well. And how I do it, I like to get a wooden spoon and just mash the seasoning into the meat along with the onions. I don't know why, but it's what I've done for a long time, and it just comes out very tasty. So trust the process, okay? And then basically once you've mixed all this in and mashed it all up, we're going to get it into a non-stick pan with no oil. I say this all the time. If you are cooking ground beef or beef mince, it has fat in there. Obviously, still try and buy the reduced fat version so that you're not draining off the oil. But if you put this in the pan with oil, it's just gonna, yeah, it's gonna be too oily, and you don't want that. You don't want that. And what you also want to do is mash the like shape of it. So you want to get it all work together so that there's no strands of it anymore, just so that it's all together like this basically. And once your mix looks like this, we're going to get it straight into the pan. I like to get the pan hot first with no oil, remember guys, no oil in that pan. Once the pan is hot, add your meat in. And then we're just going to brown this off for a few minutes. Doesn't take long at all. And then what you want to do is use the wooden spoon to break up the meat like this so that it's all even, so that when you put it in the tortillas, it won't be like meatballs. You've got, you know, ground beef broken down, nice and flavorful. Yeah. And then what I'm also going to do, I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning to this. I'm going to add a bit more fajita seasoning. And now I'm going to add some crushed chili as well. Just a little bit to give it a kick. And then we're going to work that in as well. So it's been about 10 minutes. Once your meat is looking like this, all browned off, we're going to start by adding some sriracha first. Just about a tablespoon and a half. And we're going to add a tablespoon of ketchup. We're also going to add half a tablespoon of hot sauce. We're going to add in our passata, and I'm only going to go in with about 100 grams at first, not much. So I don't want it to be too saucy, we just want it to have that tomato base to it. So just give that a mix as well. And turn the heat down at this point to, you can put it on a low heat, it doesn't really need to be high because the meat's already cooked, the onions are soft. We just want all these flavours to incorporate now, that's what we want. We're just going to mix this in. Almost forgot to add some tomato paste, so about 2 tablespoons of that. Mix that in as well. Literally, this is the quickest recipe ever. So even if you are a uni student, college student, you know, you're just in school trying to get all that knowledge and you need something at the end of your long day, this is it. I'm not gonna lie, this is it. It's quick. By the time the meat's done, all you're doing is assembling your tortillas and then frying them. So yeah, and look, delish already. I just want to keep breaking down that meat. As you can see, it's all broken down, so it doesn't have any lumps or anything in there, but this is exactly what we want. So what you can do right now, keep it on low just so that all the flavors can work together. And then we're going to get our cheese and our tortillas and we're going to assemble our quesadillas. Simple. Okay, so I've put my meat to the side because it's already cooked, and now I've got my non-stick pan, my tortillas, and I'm going to go straight in and I'm going to put this down with no oil, no nothing, just like this. Okay, now because I'm extra I'm going to use 2 cheeses. I'm going to use mozzarella and cheddar. Cheddar is a bit harder to melt, so we're going to put the cheddar on first. So we're going to put it on one side, okay, because obviously we're going to fold it. So put the cheddar on one side. Don't worry, you won't burn yourself as long as you are careful. And the heat is on low, by the way. It's not on high. It's not on high. Okay, so we're going to put a layer of cheddar cheese. And then, to be honest, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. So I've put that cheese on first, and then now we're going to add our meat to it. And try not to overfill it, make sure you spread it out. Like so. A little bit more. If you don't want to overfill it and then all the filling starts to come out, it kind of defeats the whole object. So just press it down, make sure you've done a semicircle basically, and then once you've done that, then add some mozzarella to the top. So let me even zoom in so you guys can really get in on this. And then add a sprinkling of mozzarella. So if you're on a diet, don't eat this. I mean, if you want to live and just enjoy, then, you know, get into it. And then what you want to do, because it's still on low, so this isn't burning or anything, it's almost just like toasting it right now at the bottom. We're going to put the heat up slightly to like a medium-high heat. And I'm just going to make sure that I can move it around, which I can, so that's fine. And I'm just going to let it kind of do its thing on one side for a couple of minutes. I'm not going to trouble it. I'm just going to leave it alone, okay? But just kind of keep using the spatula to lift the sides and just make sure that it's not burning, but it should be fine. And this should give it a chance to melt that cheese on the bottom. And then I'm going to fold it over. You already know how it goes, guys. You already know how it goes. I'm just going to flip the bread over. Now, you may need some help, so don't worry about that. Just use your hand to flip it over and hold it down. And yes, this is what we want, guys. Just look. I'm even going to zoom you in so you can see even closer. Look at that goodness there. As you can see, the cheese is just starting to melt and whatnot. This is what we want. And then literally once you brown this on both sides, it should take you about 4 minutes, no longer than that, just until this is toasted and crispy, and it will go nice and brown as well. So what I'll do in a second is give this a flip. But what you can always do is lift the side of it and then kind of lean down so that you can check, rather than flipping it and then needing to flip it again. You don't want to flip it too much. And just press it down so that that heat gets to it. If you feel like your meat is coming out, just push it in. It's fine, just push it to the side. As you can see, the cheese is coming out on that side. Let's get a close up on that. And what that will do, that cheese will get nice and crispy as well. So, oh, yeah, this is just, who doesn't love quesadillas? I mean, come on, guys. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to flip this now. So, this is the best way I'd recommend to do it. Get one hand, lift, and fold, like that. Of course, some of the meat might fall out, but you're good. That's exactly what we want. Same thing on the other side for a little bit, and then we're going to take it out and give it a taste. Nice quick recipe for today, but with nice big bold flavors. And now both sides are toasted nicely, so we can slice this and give it a try. There we go. Now you can see it for real. Look at that, meat and cheese. Can't go wrong. Let's get this out and slice it and then give it a try. So let's get it out of the pan. Put all the meat and cheese still coming out. Oh gosh, I couldn't leave it. I couldn't leave it. I had to add it back. And we're just going to get a knife and literally just cut that in half. Should I cut it in thingies? No, just cut it in half. That makes more sense. Chanel's just trying to be extra right now. And then we pick it up. And we just look at that. Even, let me pick up both of them so I can show you guys how delicious this looks. See, quick, easy quesadillas, little quick Friday meal. Let's give this a taste. Okay, I'm actually really excited now because, I mean, who doesn't love a good quesadilla, tortilla, taco? I mean, it's not Tuesday, but there's no rules to this, do you understand? So just take a look at that. Indulge, look at it. Let me even, I'm about to stand just so that I can show you guys how. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me that that isn't calling for you right now. Tell me. It's definitely calling for me. I can't lie. Oh, hold on. I've got to continue to show you. So good. I'm a bit scared because it's very hot, but let me try this. No way. Look at that. Look at it. Oh my gosh. I can't lie. Something so simple should not taste this good. It just, no, it shouldn't, because then you'll be making these every day. But I mean, why not? Because, you know, You guys know when I am silent, it means the food is 10-10, like really 10-10. Oh my. You guys know when I can't talk, it means the food is really legit that good. I'm being serious. Make this, especially if you're someone that doesn't have time but you need flavorful food. Make this whole thing. Come back, comment down below, and just, I'm already happy because I know this is going to make you all happy. So you know, it's just, look at this part. So wait for it. Now tell me, oh my gosh, no and no. Even me, I'm amazed half the time when I try things I've just created from what I've got at home. But I legit had all this stuff at home and I just said it's beef and cheese quesadillas basically. Didn't want any guacamole or anything like that because I'm a simple girl. Do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to, Ingredients list is down below. Go and make this, I beg. Go and make this so I don't look crazy. Because right now you guys got me acting up on YouTube like I'm a crazy person, but it's fire, it's flavors, it's everything. I want to like remake it now and do something crazy with it, but I'm gonna eat this and indulge. But let me do an outro before I do that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's been like a long time and like, you guys are expecting to see me every week. I've had a lot going on and I know it probably sounds like, oh come on, there's always a lot going on. There really has, and to be fair, I really wanted to just do a video today because I miss y'all. I miss you all so much, and yeah, I miss cooking. And make sure you follow me on all my socials. Chanell A. Wallace on TikTok. And Food with Chanell on Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and follow me on Snapchat. Whoo child, let's get into this cheese pull. I'll see you in the next video. Look at all those meats and cheeses. Try this. I'm telling you, you're not gonna regret it.